What if I told you that a ruthless 16th century political mastermind discovered the exact formula to manifest anything you want, and it has nothing to do with positive thinking? Forget everything you know about manifestation, law of attraction, and vision boards. Because Niccolò Machiavelli, the man so cunning his name became synonymous with manipulation, stumbled upon something far more dangerous and infinitely more powerful. Here's what's insane. While everyone else was praying and hoping for success, Machiavelli was writing down his darkest ambitions in a specific way that literally forced reality to bend to his will. And when researchers examined his personal journals 500 years later, they found something that made their blood run cold. Every single thing he wrote down had come true. Not 80%, not 90%, everything. But here's the catch. There's a specific structure he used that nobody talks about. Miss even one element and you're just journaling. Get it right, and you'll understand why Machiavelli said, "The pen is mightier than the sword," because it writes the future before it happens. Stay with me, because in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly what he did and why it works even better in 2025. Write this line by hand tonight, and your future will start taking orders. That's not mysticism, it's strategy. In this video, we're not begging the universe, we're training your perception the Machiavellian way. Control the narrative you feed your mind, and your actions start obeying it. Your pen isn't stationary, it's a steering wheel for attention, decisions, and habits. Ready? Let's jump to the first point. The mind obeys the pen. Why writing hijacks your subconscious? Your mind is built to obey what it can see, touch, and repeat. And writing turns invisible thoughts into visible commands. When you write something by hand, your brain doesn't categorize it as imagination. It treats it as data input, a direct instruction to your subconscious operating system. Think of your mind as a high-level AI. Thoughts are like fleeting code fragments, but when you write, you compile that code into your mental software. The neurons begin to rewire, forming connections that align your emotions, focus, and habits towards the written goal. You literally hack your reality using ink and paper. This is why the world's most successful people, from Da Vinci's journals to Steve Jobs' sketches, wrote obsessively. It's not coincidence, it's neuroscience. Writing activates the reticular activating system, or RAS, your brain's built-in search engine. Once programmed, your RAS starts filtering everything you see, hear, and experience to find evidence that matches what you wrote. Suddenly, luck improves, coincidences multiply, and your world quietly reorganizes around your script. The truth is, your subconscious doesn't argue, it only executes. And every sentence you write in certainty becomes a command line for your future self. So the next time you sit down to write your goals, remember, you're not daydreaming, you're issuing orders to your mind's inner empire. The pen isn't just a tool, it's a trigger. Use it and your subconscious will start working overtime to make sure every word you write comes true. Once your subconscious accepts the written word as law, something even more fascinating happens. Your desires transform into data. Let's jump to the second point. Desire becomes data, and the universe processes it. Here's the part most people never realize. Every time you write down what you want, your brain quietly turns that desire into information, a data stream that your nervous system begins to track in the real world. You're no longer just hoping for something to happen, you've uploaded a command into your biological computer. Your subconscious mind is like an algorithm. Once it receives a clear instruction, it starts filtering billions of sensory inputs every second, hunting for patterns that match your written words. This is why after you write about buying a new car, you suddenly start noticing that exact model everywhere. Not because it magically appeared, but because your mind has been reprogrammed to notice opportunities connected to your script. You don't attract by magic, you attract by mental architecture. When your written desires take form on paper, they leave a neural imprint in your brain. These imprints alter how you see, feel, and decide. It's not the universe changing yet, it's you changing first, and then your external world reorganizes to mirror that new internal pattern. This process is what modern psychology calls the reticular activating system, or RAS, in motion, your mind's built-in search engine. When you write with precision and emotion, you program your RAS to prioritize everything that supports your goal and filter out the noise that doesn't. In simpler terms, your written words start shaping your attention, and your attention reshapes your destiny. So the next time you write a desire, don't treat it as a dream. Treat it as data your brain is processing in real time. Because once it's written, your mind becomes the machine, and the universe the interface, both working together to execute the code of your desire. Because once your subconscious starts obeying what you write, something even more powerful begins to unfold. Your words stop being about things you want and start shaping who you are becoming. Let's jump to third point.
Ink is identity. You don't write goals, you write who you become. Here's the secret most people never realize. You're not writing to the universe, you're writing as the universe within you. Every word, every sentence you put on paper is not a mere statement of desire. It's a micro-contract with your future self. You are literally signing your own evolution into existence. When you write, "I am confident," "I am successful," or "I am loved," your subconscious begins searching for proof to support that new identity. It starts reprogramming how you speak, how you move, and how you react, all to stay consistent with the story you've written. Why? Because the human brain is wired to protect identity. It will do whatever it takes to make your actions match your written self-image. That's why vague goal lists often fail. They speak to your wants, not your identity. But when you write as if you already are that version of yourself, your mind takes it personally. The line between imagination and reality begins to blur. You start behaving in alignment with what's written, and your environment begins to rearrange accordingly. Think of your journal as a mirror that shows your potential self, the you waiting behind your fears. Every word you write is a brushstroke painting that identity into existence, and soon the reflection steps out of the page and into your real life. So stop writing goals like to-do lists. Instead, write who you are becoming in vivid, emotional present tense. Because the moment your identity accepts the ink, the rest of your life begins to obey it. The pen doesn't just record your story, it creates your character. And that's the beauty of identity-based scripting. You don't just write what you want, you become it. But here's the twist most people completely miss, and it's the reason why their manifestations stay stuck in neutral. Let's jump to fourth point. The law of specificity. The brain can't manifest blurry. If your goals sound like fog, your brain gets lost in it. The subconscious doesn't work in poetry, it works in precision. Vague desires like "I want more money" or "I want to be happy" are like typing "somewhere nice" into your GPS. You might move, but you'll never arrive. Your mind's internal GPS, the reticular activating system, is the filter that decides what information gets your attention. When your script is clear and detailed, the RAS locks on to specific signals that match what you've written. That's when life starts dropping coincidences in your path. The job post that fits your dream, the person who suddenly introduces you to an opportunity, the idea that pops up at the perfect moment. The universe isn't confused, you are, until you write clearly enough to guide it. Writing, "I'm grateful for earning $10,000 a month from my online business by June," gives your subconscious a destination. It now knows what, how much, and when. The brain thrives on structure. It builds emotional pathways and focus patterns that align with that target. The law of specificity transforms wishful thinking into neural navigation. Every detail you add, numbers, colors, emotions, sensations, strengthens your mental map. The clearer the map, the faster the manifestation. It's not about dreaming bigger, it's about defining sharper. Once you give your brain an exact address, it will filter reality, remove distractions, and steer you straight toward it. So stop writing "someday," write coordinates. Your mind can't chase fog, but it can follow a roadmap. The clearer you write it, the faster your life finds it. And that's the secret most people never realize. Your words don't just describe your reality, they direct it. But here's where the real game begins. Now let's jump to fifth point. And that's the secret most people never realize. Your words don't just describe your reality, they direct it. But here's where the real game begins.
The Machiavellian twist: manipulate your own mind first. If you truly want to master manifestation, you must stop trying to control the universe and start outsmarting yourself. This is where Machiavelli's philosophy meets modern psychology. He believed that real power begins inside the mind, not in the world outside it. The most strategic move you can ever make is to manipulate your own thoughts, before they manipulate you. When you sit down to script your desires, you're not just visualizing or affirming. You're strategically deceiving your doubts. You're planting new beliefs so convincingly that your subconscious mind starts treating them as fact. Think of it as a mental coup. Your confident, visionary self quietly overthrows your fearful, hesitant self. Machiavelli would call this psychological warfare, not against others, but against your inner resistance. Every I am statement you write is like propaganda for your future. It floods your inner kingdom with conviction until fear has no throne left to sit on. This is where true self-mastery begins. You learn to control your emotional state, your focus, and ultimately your behavior. Once your subconscious mind believes in your power, your actions automatically follow. You stop trying to act confident, you simply become confident. You stop chasing opportunities, you begin attracting them. The Machiavellian twist is this: you don't manifest by asking nicely, you manifest by conditioning your mind to obey your command. Writing isn't about convincing the universe to give you something, it's about convincing yourself that it's already yours. And once your mind believes, the rest of the world quietly rearranges to match your conviction. Because in the end, every great strategist knows the battlefield is within, and victory starts with self-deception done right. And once you've mastered the art of manipulating your own mind, of turning doubt into disciplined illusion, something strange begins to happen. The line between what's written and what's real starts to blur. That's where the hidden magic reveals itself. Bonus 1. Why it works. Written words bypass emotional resistance. Here's the secret nobody tells you. Your subconscious doesn't know the difference between what's vividly written and what's physically lived. When you describe your desired future in rich emotional detail, your brain releases the same chemicals, dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin, as if the event were already happening. That means when you write, you're not just recording words, you're rehearsing belief. You're building emotional certainty before evidence even shows up. Most people fail because they want something while emotionally feeling the opposite. Writing fixes that. It bypasses emotional resistance and aligns your feelings with your future. That's why every visionary, from ancient philosophers to modern CEOs, journals before they act. They experience their victories twice, first in ink, then in life. Bonus 2. How it helps. Writing rewires destiny through repetition. Repetition is how the brain learns identity. Every time you write your desires, you're carving a deeper neural path that tells your mind, "This is who I am now." Eventually, the repetition builds a psychological muscle, neural resilience, that keeps you steady when life tests your belief. Instead of chasing wins, you start to expect them. Expectation shifts energy, behavior, tone, and opportunity. People sense it. The universe responds to it. When your written words become consistent, your reality has no choice but to catch up. Because manifestation doesn't start with belief, it starts with familiarity. And the more familiar your success feels on paper, the faster it shows up in your life. So don't just write goals, rehearse destiny over and over until the universe mistakes your script for instruction. So here's the truth most people never see. The power you've been praying for isn't somewhere in the sky. It's already sitting in your hand. The same tool Machiavelli used to shape empires, control perception, and rewrite history is the same tool you use every day, your pen. Every time you write, you're not making a list, you're making a law. You're commanding your subconscious, bending probability, and scripting the world's response to your identity. And once you understand that, once you feel it, you stop waiting for signs and start sending them. This isn't luck. It's psychological warfare turned inward, and victory belongs to those disciplined enough to write their fate before the world notices. So tonight, don't scroll, don't think. Write. Write who you are, not who you wish to be. Write as if your words are already echoing through your future, because every line you ink is a thread pulling reality closer.
Remember this, Machiavelli didn't manifest. He manipulated his own mind until the world had no choice but to follow. And that's the move you make now. If this message hit you, if it stirred that fire inside, share it with someone who's still waiting for permission to dream. Comment below the one sentence you'll write tonight as your command to the universe. And as always, stay strategic, stay conscious, and remember, the pen is not mightier than the sword. It is the sword. And your next word might just cut open a brand new reality. Now go write your empire.